just want to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Hi, it's Keisha, nice to meet you, or get in here because you've got quite a bit to get on into. So there's been so much happening and I'm only now getting a chance to sit down and record some videos, so definitely be on the lookout, turn on the bell, do all the fun YouTube stuff. And yes, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Selena Gomez because there's been so much discourse happening on social media and I've been going back and forth in my mind, like, how do I feel about this? To be completely honest with you, my thoughts are everywhere. I'm gonna throw them at you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly how I feel. But I think that you can never win in a situation like this, okay? Now, do I think it's very cringy that she cried on camera? Yes. I think anyone who records themselves, takes a photo of themselves crying and puts it out there, it's like, oh, it's kind of cringe to me automatically. I know that Bella Hadid loves doing that. She loves to, like, you know, she's crying, she's emotional for whatever reason. She's allowed to be, duh. We're all human beings. But, like, to document it and share it to the world, for me, it's just kind of like, okay, what was the reason here? Like, it kind of feels performative, no shade. And like, people love doing that and putting it into their photo dumps on Instagram and putting it into like a carousel. I'm just like, babes, what do I do with this? Like, I'm someone who has a heart, so don't get it twisted. I have a heart. I'm all here for people being sensitive, showing their emotions, letting it all out, because you feel better afterwards, and it is a form of expression. And I find myself crying quite a bit, okay? Love that for me, and I think you should cry more. Now, to do it on camera is a no-no for me. I don't think I'll catch myself doing that. If I'm ever gonna do it, I remember, well, to be fair, actually, I remember when I was like 16.
Okay.
I don't know who stressed me out. I don't know who done pissed me off, yeah. But I remember, actually, at the top of my head, I can think of a video. No, it wasn't a video. It was a photo where I was crying, eyeball looking red. I look a mash up in that photo, yeah. I was gonna say if I can find it, I'll put it on the screen, but babes, who are we kidding? I'm not about to embarrass myself. Are you dumb or stupid? Choose your fire. Anyway, so there's a photo of me on Snapchat, yeah? And many years ago, because who the flip uses Snapchat now? Brother, I'm joking. And it was just for my eyes only. Like, I took it, I never posted it. I think posting it is like another level. I took it for like memories so that I can look back on the year and look back on how every month was for me. Even me explaining it just sounds so stupid. It sounds genuinely ridiculous. So yeah, her crying, I'm not gonna lie to you, is a little bit cringy. Now, some people found it very funny. A lot of people were just like, girl, get up, what are you doing? You're a whole billionaire, acting like this, do better. Now listen, Selena Gomez is a billionaire. She's worked extremely hard. She's been around for many years, and she's played the game very correctly. However, and this is where things might get a little bit techie when it comes to my opinions, right? I'm gonna still say how I feel. I want you guys down below in the comment section, get involved, let me know your thoughts and opinions, genuinely. Okay guys, so before we go ahead and continue on the video, make sure you guys go and follow me over on my Instagram. It's Keisha_. It will be on the screen for you guys right now. That is the best place to connect with me, ask about me. I literally reply. People get so gassed and shookity shook when they see me in their DMs replying, because babes, if I see the message and my nails aren't long as hell, I can type. Like, I've got no excuse. I'm not one of those creators who are gonna sit down and pretend. Like, you can be bougie and still reply to your DMs. Like, I can't stand someone who tries to make it seem like there's just so many messages. Yes, there are a lot of messages, but I will get back to you. I can pinky promise you that, okay? But yeah, definitely go ahead and follow me. It literally costs you nothing. It takes about 10 seconds. So what are you waiting for? I haven't done that in a minute, it feels like. Yeah, follow me. It's Keisha_. I double dare you. Is the challenge accepted or not? Let's get on into the video. I've been yapping way too much. Yes, she's a billionaire. Do we need to keep on reminding her of that? No. Is she gonna be able to bring what, like, is she powerful? Yes. Is she backed up and protected by so many, you know, higher ups? Yes. That's just that's the game that she's at, right? She's a billionaire, okay? Do we need to constantly remind her of this? No. I don't think it gets anyone anywhere. Is she allowed to cry and be emotional? Sure. Would I have preferred her not to do it on camera? Yes. I think you can make a post, you can make a statement, and, you know, people would have probably appreciated that a bit more. But I think that when, okay, the thing about Selena Gomez is people find her quite questionable because she picks and chooses when she would rather talk about certain things. Like, I don't think that she really spoke about the whole Palestine and Israel thing. I don't think that she really even spoke about BLM. Well, she did, but then it wasn't really in the manner in which people would have expected Selena Gomez to speak on it, especially when you've worked with UNICEF for many years, especially when you have partnered up with charities that support freedom of countries and just protecting children. You know, that's her brand, protecting children, protecting women all around the world. And that's one thing that's people respected about Selena Gomez, because she would always go above and beyond and do the most and help people who aren't as privileged as her. And I'm not saying that she's not doing that anymore. I think that she's still donating. I think that she's still doing what it is that she can do. But I think a lot of people expect, because she's a billionaire, that she can bring world peace with just a click of a finger. She's not a politician. She's powerful in the music industry. She's very powerful in Hollywood, and she's a prominent figure. You say Selena Gomez, the chances are people know who she is, okay? But if we're talking about world leaders, someone who's going to bring world change, I don't think Selena Gomez is able to do that in the way that you believe that she's able to do that. Does she have resources? Sure. Does she have connections? You know what? Sure. I just don't know if she has that level of dictatorship that people believe that she does. Powerful, yes. Able to make the final decisions to, you know, dictate what happens in certain countries or what's happening in even the United States? No. But I don't think she's able to be the one to sit down and say, I want this to happen in this country or this to happen in... No, she is sitting back like the rest of us and just, you know, listening to what's going to happen next. Now, a lot of people are saying that she probably voted for Trump. I don't know. Neither do I necessarily care who she votes for at all. But if she did vote for Trump, then this truly has backfired. And I just don't understand, like, that, just the logic behind that wouldn't make any sense anyway. So I'm not going to entertain that at all. But yeah, what I will say is that people just need her to stop making things about her. I don't think she was necessarily doing that in the video. I don't think she was coming across as a victim. Now, I've made several videos on my channel about Selena Gomez over the years and how I feel like she plays victim and how I feel like she isn't necessarily this full-on sweetheart, this sweetheart that everyone paints her to be, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that she's a nasty bitch or anything, because I feel like it's also important to see a different side to people. But I think a lot of people hype it up like Selena Gomez would never hurt a fly and that she's this saint and, you know, she could do no wrong, when it's like, no, I feel like she has done problematic things, right? But I've spoken to you guys about the fact that I feel like she does this whole victim mentality thing, but I don't think that she's necessarily doing that in this context. Do I think it's attention seeking? I think at the end of the day, you posting something in your story, no matter who you are, but of course when you're a Selena Gomez, the most followed woman on Instagram, right, it's automatically going to be attention seeking. Like, you just know that people are going to respond to this and take something from this, okay? But I don't think it was like her playing victim at all. Anyway, so she posted something. She posted this video where she was crying. I'm gonna say this real quickly though, because I'm an ugly ass crier. My facial expressions, oh my goodness, I just feel it. Like when I'm crying, I just feel like, babes, the faces that I'm making, yeah, babes, I don't want people to see me cry. I mean, the fact that she's okay, people seeing her, millions and millions and millions of people seeing her cry, I'm like, okay, girl, well, you must know you're a pretty crier. And she is. She's a pretty crier. I can't even lie. People think that she's acting in this video. Listen, you're never going to please people. It is what it is. Anyways, in this video, she was breaking down in tears and she said,
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do.
A lot of people are like, girl, get up. Girl, stand up. Girl, do better. You don't need to be doing all of this. You're embarrassing yourself. For me personally, I don't necessarily feel that way. Do I feel like it's cringy again seeing someone cry? It is a little bit. You got a lot of people praising her for being empathetic and for showing true emotions, especially because a lot of celebrities don't. Sure. A lot of people are like, girl, why are you saying all my people? Why is it now that you're trying to claim Mexico? I don't think that's necessarily true. I'm going to be completely fair here. There was a documentary, I believe, that she did back in 2019 where she was talking about her Mexican heritage. And I believe that it's actually her father. It's her father who is of Mexican descent, while her mother has an Italian ancestry.
I don't even think people realize that my family also has a background. My grandparents were immigrants. And to just think about the life that I've been given and how blessed I am. My hope is that I see change.
I don't think it's bad for her to say my people. I mean, this conversation is quite interesting because, you know, I was born here in London. My parents are from Sierra Leone, Nigeria. If I was to say my people, I feel like some people would probably give me a look like, what do you mean your people? Like, you've not been to the country before, perhaps, or like, they're not your people because you weren't born there. Like, people would take this conversation to the extreme levels, which I just feel like are completely unnecessary. And that's what I'm trying to get at here. You can still say your people. Now, the problem comes when people say that she picks and chooses when this applies to her or why is it now suddenly your people? Because people believe that she hasn't mentioned Mexico before, but I can prove that she actually has. You've got people trying to say stuff like, okay, but she's taken away from the people who are actually struggling in the situation, like why is she crying? I feel like you guys need to shut up. Like, I feel like it's like oh my goodness, the comments that I've seen, it's like, guys, I don't think it's that deep. And that's coming from me, a dramatic ass bitch who like will make content out of pretty much anything, right? Sometimes we have slow news days, okay? People are saying stuff like she should home people, like she should house people who are affected by this, you know? She's a billionaire, while she can afford a bazillion different one mansions and could probably home quite a lot of people. Is she gonna be able to home everyone? No. And then people are gonna complain and say, hey, that's not fair. You've left out all these people over here who can't be homed by you, okay? Selena Gomez is not, while she is a powerful being, like I mentioned, I don't think this is really her fight. I mean, just to be totally realistic here, I don't think this is something that I could see being done, not necessarily just by Selena Gomez, but by many people. You know, it's one thing to be hurt and touched by something, but to say someone should, you know, give up their house or buy a completely different mansion, penthouse, and, you know, house a lot of people affected by this, I don't know whether that's realistically going to happen. I mean, I haven't seen it done before. If Selena Gomez could be the first person to do that, then sure, I would literally commend her for that and respect her even more for that. But it's something that realistically I think a lot of people just wouldn't do. Now, do I think that she could donate money and stuff? I'm probably sure that she is on her way to doing that, because she does love to do that and, you know, throw that check around, and as she should. I know Candace Owens is laughing. You got people saying that she should, you know, go back to her country and stuff like that. And it's becoming something that I hate. I would call Selena Gomez out when I feel like something's a little bit sketch. But in this situation, I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. And the thing is, I slept on it though, because this happened yesterday. And I was really going back and forth like, really reading a bunch of different comments out there. And I really understood where everyone was coming from. I think everyone pretty much had a point to play. But I think some people were just being downright nasty. Candace Owens, sit your ass cheeks down, babe. Sit this one out. Like, why are you everywhere? Like, why are you genuinely everywhere? You know, there's certain takes, specific takes, this percentage of takes that Candace Owens has ever done, which I've heard of, where I'm like, you know what, sure, I can back you on this one, fair enough. But there's a lot of times where Candace Owens is just giving attention seeking, and honestly, I don't even want to get into that. So anyways, she deleted that post. I guess she got a lot of backlash from it, okay? She deleted the post and then she posted a black screen, and she said apparently it's not okay to show empathy for people. People thought, okay, you're playing victim again. The only thing I personally have a problem with, I think, is like the recording thing. Crying is natural, completely normal. However, recording it on camera, I think is strange behavior. I think it is strange behavior, because now I'm someone who likes to inspect things. I'm someone who's like looking a little bit too much now, because I'm thinking, girl, okay, so you probably must have read something or saw the news, and then what did the crying begin? I don't even flip it now, because people can cry on command, and that's no shade, by the way. That's no shade, okay? Everyone's crying happens at a different rate, okay? So my thing is now, I'm expecting you, like, girl, when did the tears start? So you were crying before, you opened camera. That's not me being shady, by the way. Girl, because if I was gonna be shady, I'll let you know, hi, Shadisha has risen, okay? This is me being respectful and truly trying to understand things from each perspective here. So she probably was crying, you know, hysterically crying, whatever, open, because she's got to have a password on that goddamn phone, unlocking the pin. What could a pin be? What year was she born? I don't flip it now. Anyways, she opened the pin, you know, get the camera recording. That to me feels like a stretch. That to me feels like too much for me, okay? I don't know. I feel like people need to understand that there's a bigger issue here than a Selena Gomez. To take offense by her saying my people, I don't think there's anything bad with that. I do find it very interesting though how she picks and chooses which situation she would rather talk about, because is it not people in flipping Palestine who kids, I know she very much emphasizes children. It's just weird to me. It really is weird to me, because then even like a documentary of hers, I can't remember what country she'd gone to. It was somewhere in Africa, and while she was doing great things out there, I don't know, I felt like I don't know whether she generally does it intentionally or not, but my thing is, you were a grown-ass woman. Like, I'm not even gonna like bring too much light to this, but I remember in that documentary, I think it's called My Mind and Me, and I actually did watch it because I do like Selena Gomez. There's qualities of her that I actually do appreciate. I think that she's very hardworking. I think that, you know, for someone to be around the industry for that long, you gotta give them their tens. But I did find it quite strange that she was in another country where people are evidently struggling, right? And making the best of what they have around, and she would just kind of like, I don't know, I can't give you the actual example here, but if you guys watch it, then you know what I mean. she kind of spoke about certain things in her life that are just so minuscule. And I'm not trying to say that you can't speak on things and you can't talk about your struggles, but I just felt like it was not the best timing, especially when there's people going through way worse than you, you know? Someone said she is a disgrace who will never have to live with consequences of what illegal immigration has done to many communities across the United States. She can talk once she's experienced her kids no longer able to go to their local park because of increased crime or community center because it's been shut down to house migrants. Someone said, isn't she a millionaire with like the most followers on Instagram? Like, girl, you could protest, you could use your power to talk to people who can do something, but you sit around and cry for followers. Now listen, she is the most followed. I think that at the end of the day, I've mentioned to you guys that she has guys, my skin looks so good. Oh my goodness, I have no filter on, just natural lighting. My skin is looking really good. We still have a little bit of hyperpigmentation over here under my eyes, but babes, love that for me. The lighting is really good today. Love that. The sun is out. Oh my goodness, this is a great day. She's a millionaire. Sorry. No shade. I'm not even trying to like bring up the whole billionaire thing, but sometimes it is important to mention, but I don't think we need to constantly repeat it. But she's a billionaire. That is factually correct. She is the most followed on Instagram, sure. But also, speaking of which though, isn't Ronaldo like one of the most followed? How come he doesn't speak? How come football players don't talk about like world issues? Like, I guess they're not expected to, because, I mean, what? Like, 'cause I don't think I've seen Ronaldo do that at all. I don't even know if football fans are expecting him to speak on it the same way they would pop stars. I find that a little bit bizarre to me, because Ronaldo is quite a powerful figure. Whether you follow him or not, you know of Ronaldo and you know the stature of which, you know, he's at. Now, could she probably do some protests and go out and do stuff? Sure. No, sure. Maybe actively go out and do things. Maybe set up campaigns. You can afford to organize these things. That definitely is a fact. My goodness. Let's go ahead and check out. Oh my God, there's a flipping helicopter that's moving mad. Like, excuse me, babes. So she's #1 trending right now with over 423,000 posts on Twitter. I already can predict what's going to happen next. She's probably going to take a break. I hope she doesn't announce it. No shade. And yeah, there's that. Someone actually posted something on TikTok to which she was in the comment section saying, I'm crying. And then someone said, I guess a lot of people were saying, speak out about this. And she did do exactly that. Now, I hope that she didn't wait until people were calling her out for it. But again, that wouldn't be the first time that's happened with Selena Gomez or any celebrity for that matter. But it's like, you guys want someone to speak out and then they finally do. Maybe, however, they don't do it in the way that you feel is the best suited. But either way, she's still done that. Whilst a lot of celebrities have kept very stum about it. I mean, even DJ Khaled hasn't spoken about Palestine at all, whilst he's literally Palestinian. He's turned off like his comment section. But again, I guess you can find some comments of people saying speak about it. It's very strange that you haven't. Like, a lot of people believe that once they come to America now, that, you know, they leave behind their past, or they leave behind where their mother and father came from, or where they were even born as well. Someone said Selena Gomez deleted the part in her Instagram bio that says by grace through faith, which I guess that she's always had. How do you guys even notice these things? Because my thing is, yeah, like, I have a life, yeah, I ain't jobless. But even in my times where I'm bored as hell and I've got plenty of hours free, I'm not preying no one's page thinking, oh my God, this person's changed. You've got to be so far up her arse cheeks. Like, I'm sorry, but that, I know this got nothing to do with the video, but that level of like noticing these small things, or this person will follow someone, you really need to go and touch grass and do it pronto. ASAP. And I'm not talking about Rocky. Have your opinion. I have mine. I'm sat here talking to you guys right now. But I think it's really scary how we can let one person's opinion or one person's video dictate so much, take up your whole day, cause this ruckus on the internet. I mean, over 423,000 posts is madness to me. She probably should do more, because she can afford to do it, take some time out of her schedule, rearrange certain things. I know that with Rare Beauty, she constantly is giving and being charitable, and that's an amazing thing, and that's something in which is great, and we love to, and I hope that continues. But I do think go outside. I do think maybe go outside, protest, hold up a sign, write some stuff on a sign. You are Selena Gomez, bring security with you. Let's do something with this. She's such a pretty crier. Like, I'm sorry, I know the time and place, babes, but she's actually a really pretty much my thoughts and opinions when it comes to this whole situation. I think with Selena Gomez, you know, people have made up in their minds that she does this whole victim performative thing. Plenty of conspiracies and questions people have. At the end of the day, she's probably not going to want to speak up on these kind of things anymore. And I think with the outrage of people in general, that's probably put her off. But when you have people like Candace Owens getting involved, or like other prominent figures saying like, girl, stop crying or go back to your country. It's just like, shut up. Like, that's when for me it gets a little bit techie, and I think that goes to show the state of the American politics, if I'm being honest. And I know I'm from the UK, I know I'm not going to speak too much about it or whatever because there's so much I don't know, but like, it is very telling, okay? You know, the United States, that's not so united, and that's no shade, but that's just a fact, okay? I said it. Drop mic. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions. I'm very curious. I'm going to be going through the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, guys. Let me know what you truly think about this. Once again, go and follow me over my Instagram. It's Keisha_. If you guys have any video suggestions, that is the best place to find me. Go and shoot me a DM. It literally costs you nothing. Go and follow me whilst you're at it, babes. Don't be a stingy bitch. Don't. Nobody likes a stingy bitch, okay? But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. I've been your hostess, Keisha, and I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye!